Howdy. Nothing much really to say. Just thought I would give a little walkthrough of the back country in Elk County, PA. What does it really look like here in the Allegheny Range? This is near St. Mary's, but it's walking on this little branch line. It's not a main line track. Very rarely is it used, but it's a railroad track that runs from St. Mary's to Ridgeway, and Ridgeway it heads south through the Alleghenies and goes through Barockway and down to DuBois, and then south of DuBois it probably goes through Cambria County and Ligonier and on down to trying to think on down to Pittsburgh, yeah. But this here is just a branch line that departs from the main line, which runs from Pittsburgh to Buffalo. This is a branch line from that main line, and this starts in Ridgeway and makes its way out this way to St. Mary's. And that's where it pretty much stops. And they usually don't have much going on this particular track. So it's pretty free to walk. You know, there's always a chance something could come down the tracks. But I'd hear it because there's a town called Degas-Kahanda. It's a strange name. It's a little teeny tiny little place. It's just a little crossroad. It has maybe 50 different houses. And the track crosses a road there, so I would hear the horn. And that's about 4 miles down the track, and I hear it from here. So I would know if something was coming. And if it was something smaller, it would be one of those railroad pickup trucks, which occasionally come down here just to check the tracks and, you know. But other than that, yeah, this is just what does it look like around here in the backwood of Elk County, PA, the real deal, the real McCoy, the Allegheny. Tall Hill Range. It's not much for mountains, but they're tall hills. Some of them are taller than others. This area, it's not that high. But, you know, it's enough to get you huffing and puffing to walk up there. They're mellow. Down in Cambria County and stuff, they're probably a little higher. If you go down into the valley, down to Benezet, where the elk viewing center is, the mountains are, you know, they're a little bit more mountainous there, but they're pretty mellow compared to some of the Smokies of western North Carolina or eastern Tennessee. They're a little ruggeder there. The presidential range up in, you know, New Hampshire is definitely more severe, more radical, more higher. These are pretty mellow as far as mountains are concerned, but they are definitely mountains. They're just pretty small. But they're beautiful and they're pretty, and frankly, higher mountains, I mean, what good are they to me? They're a little pretty to look at, but they just make living a lot harder. There we are, back country. We're way out. I'm about 3 miles from St. Mary's. I've taken a walk from this way about 3 miles out. Yep. And probably about 3 miles further, there'll be that little crossroad town called Degas-Kahanda. And it's just a little tiny little place, a little crossroad. And everybody really does know everybody there. I've never been there. They might be really nice people, but for sure the little crossroad of Degas-Kahanda, they are people that probably have deep family roots that go way back. The only people that are at that little place is people that's known each other their whole lives. I've never really been there. But Ridgeway is the next real town. Oh, this is kind of pretty. It's as clear as bath water. I don't know if it really translates through. I know these live videos are not that good. The live video feed. But yeah, I like the area. If I ever won the lottery, you know, hypothetically speaking, I wouldn't move too far from here. I'd still stay around this area, I think. Unless something unfortunate changes my perspective. You know, I have no problem with this area of the country. I actually like it. So far, nothing has made me change that perspective. And this is one part of the area that I frequent. And there's a couple of other areas I frequent. The Du Bois area